Welcome to the Coach's Corner. This is History of the Culture Scholar, 501c3 Part 1. There's an epidemic nobody talks about enough. Loneliness. The American Medical Association has recognized it as a public health crisis, and I know it personally. I didn't grow up fitting in, mental health challenges, trauma, poverty. It creates a kind of invisibility. You're in the room, but not really in the room. I spent much of my childhood and early adulthood feeling isolated from normal life. Music was my oxygen. Art was my shelter. When I played with the Wilka String Quartet, I started dreaming not about fame, about service. I wanted to form a nonprofit string quartet that would bring concerts to elderly people sitting alone in retirement homes. And I watched my own mother struggle with schizophrenia. I knew what severe mental illness looks like from the inside of a family. I knew what loneliness does. So I tried to build something, and I failed. More than once. 5 times. My first corporation collapsed. Bankruptcy followed. Then homelessness. I'd spent 3 years in a halfway house designed for minority men coming out of incarceration, men on probation and parole. I wasn't coming out of the prison, but I was rebuilding from rock bottom. Those years stripped everything down to essentials: humility, discipline, survival. Slowly, I rebuilt my teaching studio with Social Security, disability income, and relentless work. I saved enough to move into a small rented room. Barely livable, but it was mine. Stability was fragile. Stability changes everything. I tried again to start a nonprofit. It failed, not because the mission was wrong, but because I didn't yet have the resources. Then in 2023 happened. I received a $20,000 San Francisco Arts Commission grant that wasn't just funding, it was belief. I used part of these funds to formally register a Culture Scholar Corporation and the secure 501c3 status. And this time, it stuck. Today, Culture Scholar brings structured music appreciation classes to 3 retirement communities. We perform concerts multiple times per week at mental health clinic, where I am also a client, but that matters. This isn't charity from a distance, it's community from within. We are addressing loneliness and something ancient and proven. Live music shared, listening, cultural education, and human presence. When a senior sings along to a Duke Ellington tune, and then someone in psychiatry recovery says, "That violin made me feel calm," that's public health, that's prevention, that's dignity. Culture Scholar exists because art saved my life, and what saves one life can save many. Loneliness thrives in silence. Music interrupts it, and we're just getting started.